how would I want my father to handle this situation with me if I was young?
Wow. But yeah, so anyways, after that little break, we're just talking about kids, and I know, dude, that there's going to be not a change, maybe a change in me. I mean, you know more about having a kid than me, but just another layer of who I am is going to I'm going to either accept assuming it, right, or I'm going to shun it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I know that when that happens, when I have a kid, I will have to expand.
Have to.
Yeah.
And it's I can't imagine not expanding. I can't imagine not embracing that child, you know?
Right.
You know, just thinking about all the fatherless children out there. I thought never crossed my mind, you know? Again, there's definitely rough moments of like, you know, woe is me, like how do I get myself, you know, just rough times, rough ways of thinking. You never think you'd, you know, think about those things because that's like your fucking kid. But looking back at it now, it's just like that just kind of shows like the level of like, you know, quote unquote self-inflicted pain that I was put on myself, you know, not really owning my decision.
Right.
Or, you know, my choice. So, but eventually I figured it out. I mean, the beautiful thing about, you know, being a single dad is that has directly translated into other aspects of my life is like learning how to turn a difficult situation into an empowering one. Like I literally leverage the shit out of having a kid and being a single dad.
Yeah.
Like, because I saw, as soon as I fucking saw that head come out, I was like, all these thoughts. I remember the thoughts, man, as if it was yesterday. I was just like, I better be a part of this kid's life. Like, I don't want to have the relationship that I had, like 9 to 5. My dad worked, you know, overtime. I want to be a part of this kid's life. It's going to be different. I remember having this, like, where the fuck is this coming from? Like, you know, again, and that's having like a, you know, psychedelic experience has been, you know, comparative to having a kid, you know, experiencing that level of love you have for a kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, just learning how to leverage love and that kind of energy, you know, behind that, just into every other aspect of my life, you know, just super deep, you know, like that could have been like so disastrous. I could have went, who knows, dude? Like I'm talking about fucking depressed as fuck, bro. Like I remember drinking for no damn reason, you know. Yeah, it's fucking crazy times, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely smoking too much weed for the wrong reason.
See that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You know, just.
But it was all due to the situation that you were in, that you put yourself in, right?
Yeah.
And you couldn't make a change with, like you literally could not change that situation because you felt like you had no voice?
My ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I turned into, lack of a better word, like a puppy dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I come from like a blue collar family. She was white collar, intermix.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, living the good life. Got comfortable. They started paying for stuff. I quit my job. They supported me with training to take the PCAP to go to pharmacy school. Helped me out. Again, I got comfortable.
Oh, wow.
So again, and I saw it as them supporting me.
Right.
Okay. So
like
that's
you,
how
like you deserved it, or
like, wow, yeah, I do deserve this.
Or entitled
like,
to it, or
entitled to it. And I like just getting comfortable and, yeah, this is the good life. Okay. What do they want? Okay, cool. I'll do that. Nah, man, I've, you know, I'm born and raised a fucking be in the trenches kind of thing, mentality. Not saying that's
right,
but it's a different mentality.
Yeah.
So just finding appreciation in like the hard work and not letting it come easy. You know, for me, like how I deal with Asher and, you know, finances, man, I'm going to get creative, you know, fucking hire him.
Yeah.
You know what Grant does? That's
Yeah.
a brilliant idea, dude. Freaking have an LLC, set up an LLC. Whether it's, you know, hire him through the LLC, whether it's a real estate or however you want to have it. He does certain things. He's going to work for it. He's not going to I'm not going to be like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
That excites me. If he's interested, like teach him about business,
Yeah.
you know, like,
I mean, I don't, that's the thing, dude. I don't know a kid who doesn't want to learn how to make money
he sees what that,
unless he doesn't like who his father is.
Very true. Very true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if my dad would have told me anything like around money, I would have done it.
Right.
Like because I admired him too much to be like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, but to a lot of kids, like when I talk to them as adults now, it's kids that grew up, let their skin get loose or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, I talk to them and they're like, well, I was like, your father was in real estate. Why didn't you go into real estate? Why didn't you look in it?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do what my father does.
I remember. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, there's something there between them I don't know.
Right.
But there's some type of discrepancy.
It's like, yeah, his outlook of money is very skewed.
Yeah.
It's almost like he lost the relationship with his dad because of money.
Yeah.
So why go down that path?
Yeah.
I don't, you know, so.
No, 100%.
You know, so that's why, like, for me, like, with Asher, it's like, you know, show him how to work hard, show him this, you know, invest in him. So, but yeah, basically have him work. Again, I've been working since I'm, you know, like 14 years old. So,
Yeah.
and he remembers, like, very vividly, you know, where we came from. Like, he remembers certain areas, like, oh, Dad, remember the house burned down?
Yeah.
He remembers that. You know, he was like 3-4 years old, not even that.
Yeah.
I think he's seen pictures, and I remind him, hey, he used to sleep in the crib
Yeah.
right next to me, single studio. So
That's nice.
it's not hasn't always been easy, Asher. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
just instill that at an early age. So
Yeah.
and just getting him involved,
Yeah.
you know, just getting him involved. And again, he hilarious, man. I don't know if I told you this, but the other day, a couple months back, we were talking, and he came in, and we were talking about like employees going home early and who gets to make that decision. And he's like, yeah, my dad does, because he's the boss and all you guys are his employees. I'm like, what about grandpa's? And no, grandpa's a partner, but he's still not the boss. That's how he fucking
He just absorbs everything you talk about.
everything, dude.
Yeah.
He's a sponge. That's why I'm very, very aware of what I talk about in relation to work. Like I let my dad know, like, Dad, we shouldn't be talking about fucking dope fiends and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So
Right.
it's always something going on, man. It's
Yeah.
it's a tough business, man. I just checked my phone, and my director of operations, hey, just a heads up, we need to talk tomorrow. You know,
Yeah.
police involved. You know, so.
Right.
But no, and again, being in this, you know, business, Asher sees his father as a servant. It's interesting. Again, another from his mouth, you know, he portrays me and sees me as, you know, a business owner and a guy that helps people. Whoa.
Yeah.
My dad helps people? That's what he does for a living? Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Doing something right.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Wow.
no, it's a good feeling for sure.
It's got to be.
Tremendous.
Yeah. Tremendous. Fucking phenomenal. Fucking conscious.
Again, man, I mean, the feeling of having your son, you know, look up to you and respect you
Yeah.
and feel safe with you.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, you know. There's always got to feel safe.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I had that with my dad for sure, but it wasn't as in depth as it is with me and Asher.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing about it, I've said this to you before, Asher has made me a better son.
Right.
You know,
Isn't that wild, dude?
like
That's crazy.
it's like, you know, what would it, you know, yeah, it's a deep one.
Yeah.
Asher has made me a better son. It's like, how would I want my father to handle this situation with me if I was young?
Wow.
Bam! You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this is how I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna
Right.
break that fucking cycle, man. That
Yeah.
bullshit cycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what that's what I get excited about, you know, with like the future.
Yeah.
It's like, how's Asher gonna be? You know,
Yeah.
what a kid he's grown into. So
Yeah.
it's amazing when you know, invest that time and that love, that energy, just getting it back.
Yeah.
And that's what I like, you know, I think the overall topic of this whole podcast is like, you know, what do we value? You know?
Yeah.
It's like I value helping people.